Hi, this is Frank Rodriguez Villela, and here are some of my guitar models. Okay, this is the Villela V8VA. 8VA is basically, in standard music, means octave higher, and this is what it is. It's a soprano guitar. It's the construction is made just like a charango style guitar, which is a guitar, a lute style guitar from the Andes. This is made of the wood called naranjillo, which is a very common wood found in Bolivia. So the wood is here we have basically, this is the side and here's the back. It's actually all one piece. So that's how this is constructed. So you all have back and sides naranjillo, and also the actual neck is naranjillo also. The tops are called, they're spruce tops, but they call it pino blanco or like a white pine. But it's for most, just for it's it's normally known as the spruce top. The actual fretboard is a thing called jaranda wood, and it's also something very typical of Bolivia, Peru. So it's a more common wood found there. This particular instrument has 9 strings, as the first string is doubled, so it's 2 E's, 2 B's, 2 G's, and then you have 1 string for the 4th, it's a D, 1 string for the 5th, it's an A, and then another string for the first, 1 string for the 6th, and that's the E. So it is really a 6-string guitar with 9 strings. 6 string as far as pitch, 6 notes. And it is, again, when I designed these particular instruments, they're for more single note playing. So a lot of times kids want to incorporate stuff like ukulele into the groups, and but it's sort of tough unless you really are a great transposer. Here you don't have to transpose. It's basically guitar, straight guitar, just an octave higher. You can strum on this. It definitely has a good chord sound, so when you hear it, and I do have the groups where I teach. I have a little guitar ensemble, and they do play chords, but it's generally the people that play this instrument will play single note. Single note will be where they just play. You can use the pick too, but I tend to use more of my fingers. So when they play the melodies like this, and you can sort of do that kind of stroke, or just sort of a free, what we call a curve stroke. It's an interesting sound either way you do. You can use a pick. There's nothing wrong with using picks on these instruments. But it's designed for a single note type playing. The actual strings are also constructed, but they're made for Villela instruments. And they actually, when you see this headstock, it looks like it's actually 12 strings, but these are not used at all. So if you can see the block, it's just solid wood. So the 3 bass notes, or the 3 bass strings, and then the 6 treble strings. So it is a very it's a very bright, and this note really cuts through. Again, the strings on this instrument are tuned up an octave. So when you play the notes in this position, which is we call first position normally, it's like playing in the 12th fret of regular guitar. So it's sort of nice because all of a sudden you have a range, and you have a facility to play the high notes in first position. So when you hear these, you would have to play those on the 12th to 15th, 16th fret of the guitar. So here, this makes this instrument really easy for younger students to play, and it's a great tone for overall guitar ensembles. Again, it's the Villela V8VA, and it's tuned up an octave higher, and we offer them in 3 colors: red, we have a white one, and also a gold one that we use and that we have.